Welcome to Courage, Wisdom, Power, the show where it takes 30 hours of a game we ultimately shelve and one crappy AI-ridden recording software to finally say, we are so back. This is the Christian Gaming Podcast.
For the third recording.
For the third recording! This is our third time through this. This is the Christian Gaming Podcast where our mission statement is to have the courage to stand up for the faith, the wisdom to speak God's word, and the power to live for the Lord in everything we do. And just by listening, you are furthering
our goal
that we set out to reach. Thank you for listening. Before we begin in the episode itself, though, we need to do some updates, and also should probably fill in anything new for everyone who's new here, because there's probably a lot of new people here, because we debuted on not just one podcast, but 2 podcasts as guest hosts. Whoa! And then we also, what was the other thing we did? We also added ourselves to Apple Podcasts and Amazon Music, so we're getting a lot more traffic. So yeah, everybody new? This part's just for you. My name's Henry Nightingale. The other guy's name is Christian. We're co-hosts and co-creators of the show. We've been best friends since like 5th grade, and since our freshman year of high school, since our sophomore year of high school, we have been, was it sophomore? No, junior year of high school. We have been doing this podcast together. I specifically have been into video games what feels like my entire life, and I've been a pastor's kid my entire life. And I wanted.
No, you haven't. Don't lie.
Okay, there was like 2.5 years there where I wasn't. Okay. Like,
you're an electrician's dad.
I was.
Son.
I was an electrician's dad. Yeah, there was like 2.5 years there where I wasn't a pastor's kid, and that's pretty much it.
I was a pastor's kid for 3 years.
You were a pastor's kid for 3 years. 3 or 4 years, yeah. But yeah, I wanted to find a way to blend these worlds, because I listened to a lot of video game podcasts. I listened to a lot of faith-based podcasts, and they felt like 2 completely different worlds, and I don't like that, because the whole world is Christ's, and so we have to put Christ in everything. So this is our answer to that. Hope you can have a fun
Tolerate
time
us.
We do. Tolerate us as we talk pretty positively about video games, because we try to keep it at the games that we're enjoying, and the games that we do actually recommend, and the games that we do actually think will build you up if you go into them with the correct mindsets. Christian, tell us a bit about you.
I am Christian Martin.
Yes, you are. Anything else?
So, we run the show. It's very creative.
Yeah. Is that all?
That's all.
That's all? You don't want to dig into
No, but I've been a video game lover since the beginning too. I grew up. I've had a controller in my hand since I can remember. I've also had a Bible in my hand since I can remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So we just wanted to combine our awesome love for video games and Christ, and this is our way of shoehorning it together, and it started working. So
yeah, we
are here now.
It took about a year to make it work, but it works. It does work now, so that's pretty awesome. We talk about video games and video game-related subjects in a positive, godly environment, because there's really not anything like that to depend on for both positive gaming criticism and godly gaming criticism. We play things new and old, but mostly old because we are college students, and put more focus on the things we're enjoying than the things that we aren't. We dig into their game design and, most importantly, their themes, as a way to show that the Christian walk spans your entire life. All right, that's it for the new people. Now for the returning people. If you've been with us for a while, you'll know that we organize these into themed seasons. This is the last time we will have a themed season of the show. After this season, we are no longer organizing by season. We are organizing just by episode. It's just we're doing it straight. We're playing it straight. So, yeah. But we should probably explain what the theme this season is, because it's a pretty big deal for it to be the last theme we ever do. Christian?
Maybe.
Probably. I don't like being locked down to the theme. It's not very fun.
But we might change our mind eventually.
Maybe. If a good idea comes along and enough people want us to do it, we'll do it. But outside of that, Christian, as the one who thought of the idea for this theme, explain the concept.
We're remaking season 1 because it's garbage, and we tried to pretend it wasn't.
Yes.
And Henry tried to get me to delist it for a really long time, and I never wanted to. But now I finally caved and delisted it, but I don't want people to think that we don't have a season 1. So I'd rather have no one ask any questions and we just remake it and act like it's quality. And it was quality the whole time.
Definitely. That's definitely it, yeah. So yeah, this is pretty much the replacement for Season 1, because Season 1's not gone. It is available on the Patreon if you really, really want it. It's just really bad. It's really bad. We were in our early stages of really like caring about our faiths, and also in the early stages of critiquing video games, and so we don't
know how to critique crap.
We didn't know how to critique crap. We were flying by the seat of our pants, and we said a lot of stupid things that could actually damage people's faiths. Like, you'll understand once we get to the actual episodes we're doing.
That's why you have to pay. You have to pay to damage your faith.
Now you have to pay to damage your faith. Yeah. But yeah, you'll understand once we go through like what episodes we are doing and what episodes we're not. But first, I want to make sure you guys understand we got a verse of the season.
Oh my goodness.
We got a verse of the season that's holding everything together. That verse is Proverbs 22:4.
You just pulled this out of your butt, dude.
I did. The reward for humility and fear of the Lord is riches and honor and life. This is our act of humility. This is our act of understanding that we did a stupid, and turning that into fear of the Lord and bringing honor to him by being humble about our wrongdoings. After this, we're not organized by season. We're just playing the show straight and not limiting ourselves to an official theme, as I said. It'll just be what games we're playing, so we can go way more in depth on that, because I feel like this is something I've felt for a while. Like, we take on these really big games, and we talk for like 10 minutes about them, and then we move on because we gotta get to the theme of the episode. I don't like that. I really don't like that I spent like 2 minutes talking about mouthwashing. I think I think that's something that deserves a much longer conversation than 2 minutes. Like that's like my main draw to like not doing themes anymore, is I want to spend more time digging into this stuff. Also, gaming news. We're not always going to be doing it.
No!
Sorry. We're gonna limit ourselves with gaming news because we want to go on we want to talk about gaming news subjects that need a Christ-focused thing. Like, for instance, in one of the earlier recordings of this episode, I included a gaming news segment about what happened at Gamescom and how, as of when this episode launches, Silksong will be dropping in 4 days. That's pretty cool. Is it something?
That is pretty cool.
Is it something that needs a faith-based viewpoint to it?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, but that's really just like, oh yeah, just don't get too excited. Like, okay, that's...
Henry, you get too excited for things a lot.
I do get too excited for things a lot. I did a whole episode about that in Season 2 that you guys can go listen to. It's one of the only Season 2 episodes that I'm, like, really still solid on.
You guys gotta listen to this.
You gotta listen to this. My episode on anticipation, it's pretty good.
The one freaking episode that is worth watching.
No, there's more. There's more. That's just one of the only ones that I still agree with myself.
People trash on that season, though.
Season 2?
Yes.
You trash on Season 2.
Because I wasn't there.
Because you weren't there. Yeah. But Season 3 was good. That was so the second half of when I was solo, that was actually pretty solid. But Season 2, I was struggling. Anyways, whenever there's a gaming news topic that we feel like needs a faith viewpoint, like for instance, over the summer when, the payment companies that like fund Steam forced Steam and itch.io to remove all pornographic material. That's a conversation that should have a faith-based viewpoint. Like, how should we feel about them doing this? Because
how do you feel?
I think it's pretty great. I think it's a pretty great thing. I mean, yeah, I'm
not an avid itch.io user, so
yeah, I'm not I'm not a supporter of people looking at pornography. So
there's a lot of good stuff on itch.io, but it doesn't include pornography.
Yeah, there's a lot of good things on itch.io that are not pornography.
Alien hominid?
Alien hominid, bro. I can't get myself to watch porn anymore. Alien hominid's so much better.
Every time itch.io is just games now.
Yeah, but
like you don't have to worry about like freaking hentai anymore on here.
Yeah, they got rid of all the hentai stuff. Same with Steam.
Good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff on itch.io, so
there's a lot.
I always forget. Now I'm on itch.io.
Now I'm on itch.io. Itch.io is solid, dude.
Well, now that I don't have to worry about porn on here, I don't have to look at it all. Yeah. I don't have to scan. I can actually just freaking look.
Same with Steam. There's no porn on Steam anymore. It's great.
Really? What about Switch? There's still porn on Switch.
There's still porn on Switch. There's that.
Oh,
yeah.
There is a game that I wanted to get on here that was on itch.io.
Oh, what's that?
Super Mario Versus.
Ooh, interesting. As I was saying, that's a topic that should have a Christian viewpoint but attached to it, which, because I was over the summer, I did write a Substack article about it. If you guys want to go and read that, the link is in the show notes, I think. If it's not, I can put it there. That's all I gotta say about what we're doing this season. Christian, we played a few games over the summer.
Yes, we did.
Would you like to talk about those games?
I guess so.
Okay.
Since we're on the recording, I guess I'll talk about it.
Okay. Well,
I played Oblivion, but I did not finish.
I also played Oblivion, but I did not finish. So, if you guys were coming back from last season, when at the very end of it, we started doing the monthly game episodes. We've got Wario Land 4, and we've got Wind Waker out right now. Both of them very high quality content. So go check those out when you can. We said that the next episode was going to be Oblivion. This is the official notes.
It's not anymore.
Not anymore. So this is our like burial of Oblivion. Us talking about it here. Why are we not doing Oblivion anymore?
It's just too long.
And your save corrupted.
Oh yeah, my save's also gone.
Yeah, your save's gone. How many hours did you have again?
Like 80.
Yeah.
Which was actually like 60.
Yeah, it was like 60. But yeah, your save corrupted, so we're just we're not gonna get those hours back. I'm sorry. That's not possible. Like, we gave ourselves a whole summer to play this game, and that's good. That's a good amount of time for a game like Oblivion. But it's your save corrupted, and we're not getting those 60 hours back. I'm sorry. Like, we
can't just grab 60 hours out of my butt.
Yeah, you can't just do that. Like,
well, it's not. It's more combination. Well, my save didn't corrupt. My Steam didn't back it up for some reason.
Oh.
Remember, I downgraded back to Windows 10.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Every other game decided it was going to save, but that for some reason.
All but Oblivion. Ooh.
Yes. I don't understand. Like, genuinely.
Yeah.
Like the one game save file that actually mattered didn't. Like, I should just be able to trust Steam.
Uh-huh.
To just not do that.
Yeah. But you can't now, which is stupid.
It's supposed to back up all the time.
It's supposed to, yeah. But it didn't. And that's frustrating. But you know what? It happens. We move on. We live the rest of our lives. Yeah.
And we love the rest of our lives.
So, Oblivion. We're going to just go through that basic format of what we liked, what we didn't like, and then what was the faith stuff? What's the faith stuff going on? I'll start with something I liked, and then could we just like alternate back and forth like the things that we liked until we're out? Cool. Okay.
So, until we're done with this.
Okay, so quests. I like the quests. This is like the...
No crap, bro.
Yeah, that's like the thing that everyone says about Oblivion. The quests are so good. Like,
wow.
Everyone, when they talk about Oblivion, they're like, oh yeah, the main story is pretty good. But the quests are really good. And I was like, oh, okay. And I believe him now. I get it. I understand. Did the Painter quest. I did the one where there's the guy in that one city who, like, stalks people.
That was a good one.
That's a good one.
Especially the part where I get to kill him.
Yeah. After I did that quest for the first time, I just immediately texted Question. Whoa, Question. Whoa, I got the Reddit voice for a second.
Have you been watching too much Austin Eruption, bro?
Austin Eruption, bro? I watched too much Austin Eruption.
Explain that.
What?
You probably need to explain that.
Yeah, there's a YouTuber, Christian, I watched that we very slowly over time realized has the Reddit voice. Like, every single time I try and watch one of his videos, I can't pay attention because I feel like any second he could say widowy. Like, I'm like constantly like fully locked in on trying to catch him saying widowy. Anyways,
he's done it a couple times, hasn't he?
He has done it a couple times. But after I did this quest, like as soon as I did it, I texted Christian and I just said, "Man, this guy's a freaking idiot."
And I knew exactly.
It was a good quest. It was a really good quest. And then one that I don't have written down that like I really loved that I just remembered is like, what was it? There was like mystery going on in the snowy town where like there were like 2 or 3 guys who like went on a treasure hunt and they went missing and you have to figure out like what happened. And like it's this big like twisty mystery. It's really awesome. And then there's another one in that area where you literally like get a treasure map that you follow and it leads you to what you think is just a normal dungeon, and you go through the full dungeon and then on the other side is a door and it brings you to a completely different region, which is insane. And then you like go through this region and you get to this temple on the other side and then you get the reward at the end, and then you have to hike back through this whole region all the way back to the town. It was so cool. It was so cool.
Sounds cool.
What?
That one sounds cool. I didn't get to do it.
That one's really cool. You should try and find that one. That one's really awesome.
Where was it
at? The like snow village. Yeah. I can't remember the village names. I'm gonna look up a map real quick.
No Village. That's exactly what it was called.
Oblivion map. Images. Here we go. Bruma. That was it. It was Bruma.
No, I didn't go there.
Yeah, you gotta go to Bruma, dude. It's the one right outside of the Blade headquarters. So yeah.
Didn't do that. I got in trouble with the blades.
You got in trouble? How do you get in trouble with the blades?
I smacked somebody.
Bro, that's the main quest. How do you get in trouble with the guys from the main quest?
Oh no.
How do you get in trouble with the main quest givers? Oh my goodness. Okay, those quests were awesome. What were some of the awesome quests that you did? Because you did some different ones for me. Tell us about those.
When I went into the guy's dream.
I heard about that one.
That one was really good. You got to like destroy things in the guy's dream.
That's cool.
The guy who keeps stalking people again.
The guy who keeps stalking people.
Actually, he doesn't stalk anyone. He makes you stalk them.
He makes you stalk people, but then you're just honest to them and you're like, hey, so this guy told me to stalk you. Like, I love that quest.
And he's like, they're on to me.
They're on to me. There's a conspiracy. You've joined them. And then you gotta kill him. And it's dumb. It's great. All right. What other quests?
I just used... Oh, yeah, you can also lie to him and say you did it. Even though you didn't.
Yeah.
It's great. I actually played the entire quest thinking that I was going to have to catch somebody in the act. Did you?
Little bit there, but then it just became like really obvious that like, oh no, this guy's just crazy. Like after the like 3rd guy who told me the guy is crazy, I got it.
You're like, wait, maybe this guy's actually crazy. Bro.
Maybe this guy's actually... Yeah, but I know one quest that you did specifically that I didn't, or a set of quests. You did the guild quests.
Yeah, I did the Thieves Guild quest, and it literally ends with you stealing an Elder Scroll from the main city's castle or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
You actually end up stealing an Elder Scroll?
Yeah.
That's actually awesome.
It's actually really fun.
Sounds really fun.
And then you at the end, and it's actually in a room full of blind people, like monks. So you have to like not let them run into you.
Oh, okay.
Or you'll get caught. So you have to like move around behind them really slowly.
That's clever. That's really clever.
I also did the Archmage thing, but I don't really remember it.
Really?
No, not really. It must have not been that good.
Don't you go to like Oblivion Hogwarts? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I just gained entry to it, actually. I don't.
Really.
You have to do this whole bunch of quests to even get in there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. And then I really wanted to do the Dark Brotherhood, but I wasn't able to do the Dark Brotherhood for a reason that I'm going to bring up in the things I didn't like section, and something I'll bring up later on in the good stuff. What's a good thing that you liked?
The graphics.
Because you played Remaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. You played the Nintendo Hire This Man version.
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm. How was it? How does it compare to like base Oblivion?
Yeah, base Oblivion looks like God though.
It does. It did for the time too.
Yeah, but I mean it was a little better.
Mm-hmm. I've seen only pictures of it. I have not seen any actual like gameplay on a PC. So because you're too busy showing me Rebirth, which we'll get into later. But yeah, I just played base Oblivion and it was ugly. It was really ugly. Actually, okay. One of the things that I'll say that looked good about base Oblivion, the world itself, like not the characters, not any of the NPCs or anything like that. The world itself looks really good. Like in like an impressionist way. It takes on like this kind of impressionist style to how the world looks. I have never seen a skybox like that before. Like that skybox was incredible. Like I have so many screenshots of just the sunset. It's beautiful skybox. That's the only good looking thing about this game.
That's the only thing.
The rest of it looks like something I threw up. Yeah.
What does our script say it looks like, Henry?
Oh yeah, I'll just skip down to here. Everyone looks like Scrappy Doo from the live action Scooby-Doo movie when he gets ripped. I originally had written down everyone looks like a Neanderthal because that's what one of my roommates over the summer said. But then Christian slipped in and he just said, no, it's ripped Scrappy Doo, ripped live action Scrappy Doo, and I agree more with that one. What the heck? Okay.
What do we say? What do you say about Sean Bean?
Oh yeah. So Sean Bean's in this game. He plays one of the main characters. He plays Martin Septim, and he does an amazing job. He puts his everything into it. As I wrote down, Sean Bean put his whole Sean Bean into it. Christian wrote something instead that I can't say on recording. Okay. Another thing that I liked. I'm gonna skip to Knights of the Nine. I really like Knights of the Nine. I think.
Yeah, you never shut up about Knights of the Nine.
Yeah, because you didn't play it, and you need to play it. Knights of the Nine is one of 2 DLC storylines that are in Oblivion. Shivering Isles is the other one, and it's probably the more famous one. Knights of the Nine.
Probably better, too.
It's probably better, yeah. I played Knights of the Nine. I thought it was awesome. Like, through the whole time, like, I thought it was just another side quest, and it was just this massive side quest. And I even texted you and was like, dude, you need to talk to the Prophet in Anvil because it brings you on this giant side quest that you would not know about otherwise. No, that's a DLC, bro. It's just so seamless that you can't even tell. And it is so good. Like, you get all this really interesting lore about the Knights of the Nine and about who the Crusader is. And, like, it all culminates in you getting the full Crusader gear, which is really, really good. And since this is just a DLC pack that you can encounter at any time, it is, like, broken for you to get this quest early on in the game. Because all of the gear levels with you. Like, throughout the rest of the game, all the gear will level with you, and so you're probably not going to use any armor or any weapons outside of the Crusader gear for, like, the rest of the game, because it's just that good. And, like, there's so many just peak moments throughout, and, like, every single armor piece has its own mini quest attached to it, where, like, really, really interesting things happen, and really, really interesting story things happen. And it's just so good. Knights of the Nine is just so good. And, like, if there's anything you're going to play in Oblivion, you have to do Knights of the Nine. It's just so good. Knights of the Nine, loved it. Back to you. Good thing that you like.
I really liked the, I really didn't like, can we talk about what I didn't like now?
Yeah, sure.
The Oblivion gates suck.
Yes, they do. They're awful.
Like, genuinely, like, they're literally the worst thing ever.
Mm-hmm. Who thought that I would want to go to the same dungeon, the same ugly dungeon, a million times, over and over again? Who thought I wanted to do that? Yeah, Oblivion Gates. The Oblivion Gates are really bad.
They were fine at first, but
Uh-huh.
after that, they kind of started sucking.
Like
really bad.
The first time I went through an Oblivion Gate was Kvatch. The first time
And I thought it was cool.
You think it's really cool. It's really exciting.
Until you realize they're all the freaking same.
Uh-huh. And they all suck. And all the enemies are over-leveled, so you just end up just running past everyone instead of killing anything. And they all have awful drops, so there's no reason to kill them or anything. So you just run to the end, and it's just the same thing over and over again, and it's so stupid. It's stupid. It's bad. So another thing that I didn't like, the oaths for equipment that gate you from other parts of the game. So this was the thing that I was hinting at earlier. I really wanted to do the Dark Brotherhood quest because I heard that's like the best quest and one of the best Elder Scrolls quests ever is this game's Dark Brotherhood. But I couldn't because I did Knights of the Nine right beforehand. And with Knights of the Nine, if you sin like 3 times, you
and
lose...
you sinned a lot more than 3 times.
I sinned more than 3 times. You lose all of the equipment right away, and you have to go on a pilgrimage. And that pilgrimage takes like 20 minutes, but it's so boring. And it sucks. It's a waste of 20 minutes.
Yeah, but it's because you sinned, bro.
It's because I sinned.
That's literally the only thing in the entire game that punishes you for doing something bad.
I know. Which is something that I bring up later. But yeah, that's like the only time the game actually punishes you for doing something bad. And that's lame, I guess. I mean, it's fine. It's cool that, like, it's cool that they keep the Knights of the Nine consistent. Like, that's cool. But it's annoying because I really wanted to do that quest. Enemy leveling.
Oh, it's garbage.
Yeah. Why is that? Tell us
They
about
didn't fix it in the remake either because everything's a sponge, bro.
Uh-huh. What's wrong with the leveling? What's wrong with it?
I just said everything's a freaking sponge.
Mm-hmm. Because everything upgrades with you. Like, all the enemies level up with you. What a terrible decision.
And they didn't fix it in the remake.
They didn't fix it. It's so bad. It's such a bad
That's how
decision.
Skyrim is too.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, except it's tolerable.
I hope it is. Enemy leveling, bad. It's bad. It's stupid. Okay. And the last thing that I didn't like, I already brought up, but that's that everyone looks like Scrappy-Doo from the live-action Scooby-Doo movie. Okay.
No, not Scrappy-Doo from the live action. Ripped Scrappy Rex, bro.
Scrappy Rex from the live-action Scooby-Doo movie. Okay. I have a note here that's not connected to anything that just says, still really need to play Shivering Isles. This is true. I do still really need to play it. And I will play it, and I'll bring it up on the show. I'll do that. This is my scouts on. I'm not a scout. I've never been a scout, but scouts. Yeah. Okay. So the spiritual side of things, it has nothing to say. This is my big critique that I felt through the whole time I was playing. Because when I play games, I think a lot about what it's saying. That's just something that I do for the show. That's something I do for my own spiritual walk. I am constantly thinking about what does this game believe and what is it saying. Oblivion believes nothing. Because of the nature of it being a role-playing game, you can be like whatever belief you want. You can be whatever alignment you want.
You can be a turd.
You can be a turd, and it'll reward you for that. You can be a really good person, and it'll reward you for that. You can be whoever you want to be. But the problem with that is the game has nothing to say. The game has absolutely no moral, and it has nothing to say. It is so annoying for someone like me who likes to dig into the meaning of stuff when something literally is designed to not have meaning. Oh my gosh. It's dumb. I'm not a role-playing game fan. When it comes to like this kind of role-playing game where it genuinely is role-playing, I'm not a huge fan of that style.
Bro, you could just made up your own lore, bro.
I tried, but then that leads to the other thing. you get rewarded a whole lot more for doing bad things than you are for doing good things.
Yeah, because most of the bad things are stupid.
Most of the bad things are stupid. Like, you get really rewarded for doing evil things. Making deals with the Daedra. I really enjoyed the Daedra quests. I thought they were really great. Problem with that, the Daedra...
You know what you would say, like, Season 1 you would say about that? I really enjoyed the Daedra quest.
I really enjoyed the Daedra quests. The problem with that is I feel really spiritually conflicted with that, because they're literally just, like, not even, like, hiding this. They're not even, like, hiding this. This is a blatant fact about what they are. They are demons from hell. That is what they are. But their quests are really, really good, and you get really, really rewarded from them. The skeleton key, one of the most broken items in the game, is from a Daedra quest. Like...
And you love it.
This is why I love Knights of the Nine so much, because Knights of the Nine does actually reward you for doing really good things. Like, Knights of the Nine wants you to be a good person and wants you to be someone who follows this game's version of a god.
So you figure out there's probably loopholes to get around it.
There probably is. But Knights of the Nine, like, is a really good thing and, like, actually does say things and does actually have meaning. That's why I love Knights of the Nine, because Knights of the Nine actually has meaning in it and has a morality because of the nature of what the Knights of the Nine are and what the Crusader is. Like, there is something being said, and you are constantly rewarded for being a very good person and following the god of this world, and, like, being honorable to that god, and, like, vowing to take on the forces of hell. It is really, really rewarding of those good things. That's why I love Knights of the Nine. Too bad the other 60 hours of the game is not that. Like, it's just...
And it's fine, but also...
It's fine, but also I'm really annoyed because my morality is not represented, which is weird, because my morality is just be a good person. Like, not even the base.
Hey, you ain't doing that you're not doing a playthrough where you're a piece of crap.
That's the only playthrough the game wants me to do. The game just wants me to be a piece of crap. Like, I don't want to be a piece of crap. I don't want to do that. But, like, the game wants me to be a piece of crap, which is stupid. It's really stupid. Like, if it was a character that I was playing as, and that character is a piece of crap, then I'm okay with it, because that's not me. That's me, like, playing through the story of someone who is a piece of crap. My character is supposed to be me in Oblivion, and I don't want to be a piece of crap. So, I don't know. Maybe I just play role-playing games wrong. Maybe I just play them wrong. I don't know.
Maybe you just need to chill, bro.
Maybe I just need to chill. I probably just need to chill. Okay, how about we take a short break so I can get some lunch?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now, for one of the games I played over the summer, we got a big 2025 release.
Doki Doki Literature Club.
Doki Doki... No. We've got a 2025 release called Blueprint. I'm kidding. It's not Blueprints.
Blueprints?
Blueprints!
Dude, shut up about Blueprints, bro.
Blueprints! I have not played
He
Blueprints.
was so excited about Blueprints.
Uh-huh. And I almost dropped $30 on the pre-order. But then I waited till the reviews came out, and
Is it not actually that crazy?
It's... You either really love it or you really hate it.
Everyone's like, guys, this is the next big thing.
Everyone, well, you either play and go, this is a big achievement in video games, or you go, I don't get this, I don't like this, this doesn't make sense. The RNG sucks. Like, that's the... It's literally
Hey, you did say that!
It's literally either, this is a masterpiece, this is the Mona Lisa of video games, or it's...
You can't
the
say that,
RNG
bro.
Sucks. What?
You can't say that, bro.
The RNG... Okay, so I did play a 2025 release. It was gifted to me by my brother, and that was Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4. Now, I have played chapter 1 before, and I've played like halfway through chapter 2 before. And so, and also so I could get like the secret stuff in the background and have all the carryover saves from those chapters. I replayed those before I played chapter 3 and 4. So this is going to be a full review of 1 through 4. Christian is probably going to tune out as I speak. He is a avid hater of Deltarune, and that's okay. That's okay. He can have that opinion. He'll never know peak, but that's okay. So
yeah, I'll just sit here and listen.
You'll just sit here and listen, yes, because you're forced to. So I'm going to go over what I liked first, and that's going to take up a broad majority of this because I liked a majority of what this game was. And then I'll end off with the spiritual stuff, have some stuff I didn't like in the middle, because we always need to critique even the things we really, really love. We need to make sure that we understand, like, these things are not perfect. That's one of the things I also want to make sure we understand with this show. Yes, we're going to be mostly positive about games, mostly positive about the things we play, but we're also going to critique them because everything has something wrong with it, and we need to remember that. So, Deltarune, Chapter 1. When I first played Chapter 1 in 2018, that's when it came out, right? 2018? I think it was 2018. Anyways, I'm just going to say 2018. I played it on Switch. I played through the whole thing, and I thought it was pretty good. I mean, Undertale is like... So, some background. Deltarune is this weird, like, alternate universe kind of sequel, kind of spiritual successor to Undertale. And it's what Toby Fox claims to be the original idea. Like, before he thought of Undertale, he thought of Deltarune. And that's what he always wanted to make once he had the budget to. Undertale was just the test of his skills. And if that's just a test of skills, man, this guy's probably one of the greatest writers ever in any medium. If you didn't know, if you've been living under a rock since 2015, Undertale is an indie game. It's an indie RPG that's inspired by like a million different things, but the main things are Earthbound, the Mario and Luigi RPGs, bullet hell shooters, a little bit of Persona in there too, and just overall like Nintendo 90s RPG whimsy. And it's one of the first games to like really lean fully into being super meta and like talking about the nature of games themselves. And it talked on the thing that like most early meta games talked on, which is, did you know you were killing people? Killing people is bad. You can't do that. But like Hotline Miami did that like a year or so beforehand. Spec Ops The Line had already done that, and like both of those we reflect on, especially Hotline Miami, we reflect on as, okay, that was kind of lame. Like, it was just like, you're killing people, that's not okay. Like, okay, there's not anything else going on. But Undertale found a way to make it feel a lot deeper, and it's just like in the artistic representation in a way that like it still hits to this day. The problem, like, there are problems with Undertale now. Like, Undertale's humor specifically is funny at the time, but like it is definitely like Vine era internet humor, like very millennial internet humor, and like that doesn't really fly nowadays. Like, that's kind of cringe. It is cringe. It's really cringe. The humor in Undertale now is cringe. It does not hold up. And Deltarune is both the original idea that he had before Undertale, but also is a response to Undertale and a response to the fans of Undertale. That's something I noticed really quickly is like, like this playthrough I noticed really quickly is it's like an answer to what happened with the fandom. So if you didn't know, the Undertale fandom is horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying. It's disgusting. Only matched by the Super Smash Bros. Melee fandom and the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom in, oh my gosh, this is criminal. It is really bad. It's really, really scary, really dark, lots of pedophiles. It's awful. And a lot of just really mean people who like hold to the original piece of media as like a Bible that cannot be adjusted and cannot be critiqued and cannot be, you have to interact with it a certain way, and if you don't do that, then you deserve to kill yourself. Like, there have been suicide attempts that have been because somebody live streamed their playthrough of Undertale and got absolutely flamed and sent death threats because they, I don't know, like killed Toriel on accident or something. Like, it's a really, really awful, dark fandom, and I very quickly noticed that Deltarune is a direct response to that in the way that Toby Fox uses his characters, the way Toby Fox omits the choose your own adventure part of Undertale. Like, this is one story. There is like a branching path. There's one branching path that you can do, but he has claimed in multiple interviews, like, no matter what you do, the ending's the exact same. The ending's the exact same. The message is the exact same. You're just seeing it in different ways. But that's like in direct response to the fandom, because it's seen as this negative thing that everything is just as it's supposed to be. Like, everything is plotted out ahead of time. Like, it's constantly called out as not just a bad thing, but also there are like good sides of it that are discussed. Like, the game itself overall speaks on the idea of fate in a way that I haven't seen before. I really, really enjoy that they do that. But anyways, Chapter 1. Chapter 1 of Deltarune is just more Undertale. And it's pretty good. It's pretty alright. It definitely feels like a demo. That's the thing that I've heard the most about Chapter 1. It feels like a free demo. It's only like 3 hours long. If it even takes you that long. It took me like an hour and a half. Like, Chapter 1 is really short. There's not much there. It's pretty all right. Chapter 2, which was released in 2020, again for free, because he, quote, like, I don't remember the exact quote, but it's because of COVID. He thought everyone was sad because of COVID, and so he just released Chapter 2 for free because of that. And that's really awesome. But anyways, Chapter 2 came out in 2020, and this playthrough, I really, really enjoyed it. Things are heating up in the story. There's a lot of those meta elements of...
And you wouldn't shut up about it.
I wouldn't shut up about it. There's a lot of those meta elements that are from the original Undertale that are coming into it, and that's really awesome. You get the introduction of the Snowgrave route / the weird route, depending on what side of the naming you're on. The theme of Cyberworld is just a really compelling theme. You get introduced to, not introduced, but introduced to more fleshed out versions of characters like Birdly and Noelle, who are like two of the best characters in any RPG, honestly. Like, I love Birdly because he's just Scott the Woz. Like, he's just Scott, and it's so funny. And like, there's a YouTube animation where somebody like took famous Scott clips and like reanimated them as Birdly. It's the same person. It's just Scott, and it's so funny. Noelle, incredible character. So incredible of a character. That just says a lot. Like, they say a lot with who Noelle is, because Noelle is a people pleaser, and they just really dig into that mindset without just saying people pleasing is bad. They go, okay, yes, but like, what gets someone to do this, and what gets someone to this point? Like, how can someone learn to not people please? And how can people pleasing damage a person? How can people pleasing easily open up the way to abusive relationships? That's something that Snowgrave route / weird route digs a whole ton into. It's just how much people pleasing can destroy a person. And I really enjoy that because I've been a people pleaser like most of my life, and yeah, it has let some pretty awful things into my life. And that's kind of why I try to back away from that nowadays. As much as I can. It's a tough thing to break past. But Chapter 2 is really solid. Chapter 3, we're skipping ahead. 5 years. It took 5 years to develop chapters 3 and 4. And like I started chapter 3 and I was playing and I was like, okay, yeah, I can see why this would take 5 years to make. Like if I really think about it, like, yeah, this makes sense. Chapter 3 of the 2 new chapters is the gameplay focused chapter, the Kingdom Hearts Recoded of the chapters. If you want another weird connection. But it takes place within a dark world that's themed around television and around living rooms specifically. And this is where we learn like what the dark worlds are. So spoiler warning just for a second. You can just cover your ears for a bit. But
I'm gonna cover my ears.
I'm gonna cover my ears. You can probably just skip ahead 15 seconds. But anyways, the dark worlds are how we see objects in the darkness. It's like those morphed versions of them. So like you see a coat on a chair in the corner, and it looks like a creepy old man. In the dark world, it is actually a creepy old man. Like that's what the dark worlds are, which is really interesting. I really enjoy that. Anyways, their TV becomes this talk show host named Tenna, who is amazing. He is one of my favorite characters ever now. He is just so fun. He is so like Gen Z, Gen Alpha coded humor, and it's so fun. Like he just does Fortnite dances like all the time. Like he just like in the middle of a serious conversation will just start hitting the default dance, and it's so funny. Antenna is incredible, very funny. And I love where this theme goes because the theme isn't just TV shows. It starts as like cooking shows, game shows, like stuff like that. But then it turns into Zelda because the Chris's family has an NES, and so you end up playing through classic Zelda stages, but they're like twisted, like evil versions of them. And it's really interesting and really creative. And I really loved like all the little references they were making, because you could tell it was like references from someone who actually did play Zelda. And then the secret stuff, again, you can skip ahead 15 seconds. The secret behind the scenes stuff is like a really dark version of Zelda, where it's like a back rooms, like no music, no enemies or anything. Just this really like dark feeling version of Zelda. And it's really, really compelling, and it like really draws you in on like what is this mystery that's going on. And then again, skip ahead 15 seconds. This is a very spoiler averse game. I should probably be clear about that. Like if you want to play this game and have the full genuine experience, don't listen to any commentary about this game because it's so spoiler heavy. But anyways, if you're still listening and you don't want spoilers,
I am, unfortunately.
You are, unfortunately. You can skip ahead like probably a minute for this next part, but
I can't. I wish I could skip through this conversation.
I wish I could skip through. So chapter 3 ends with 2 boss fights, both the main boss and the secret boss. The main boss is Antenna, and the Antenna fight is so awesome because it's WarioWare. It is just full-on WarioWare. What you have to do is you have to like get applause from the crowd around you, and how you do that is you play WarioWare mini games based on the different TV show types that you've gone into, and then the crowd will like give you rewards and stuff for doing that. And it's really, really, really fun. And like you get this, I was talking in a Discord with some guys about it, but you get this like end part of it where you just run through a million of the mini games like in like 0.5 seconds, and it's like the ultimate versions of the mini games, and then you just turn off Antenna. And it's so cool, and it's done so well. So, really awesome boss fight, followed by the boss fight that makes me believe that I might really like Dark Souls. So,
Yeah, even though you refuse to play it.
Because it's expensive. It doesn't go down in price. It never goes down in price anywhere.
Bro, shut up.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, I feel like I'd be a Dark Souls fan just because of this fight. I've been doing a full secret boss run of Deltarune, And every chapter has a secret boss. The first one had Jevil. He was pretty difficult. He took a few tries. Second chapter had Spampton Neo. Spampton Neo, very difficult. I raged. Like, I crashed out at this thing. But I beat it. I full on crashed out. Like, I did crash out several times. Roaring Knight took me a week to beat. Roaring Knight, if you're this far ahead and you don't know what he looks like, if you don't know what this boss fight looks like, look up a video of someone doing a no-hit run of Roaring Knight. It is insane. And also, a no-hit run, that's just a regular run, man. Like, he does so much damage that, like, yeah, you're gonna need to do a no-hit run. Like, there's no other option. Like, it's that tough. Roaring Knight's really brutal. And, like, there's a part of me, like, one of my big critiques that I want to bring up right now is, like, the amount that's gated behind, like, oh, if you're a true fan, you'll do this. Like, there's a lot of secrets that, so the meme that I see around a lot of people who critique this game is, oh, I forgot to tickle the balls of a character in chapter 1, so I don't get to see the true ending. Like, but, like, for real, that's what Deltarune is. That's, like, you gotta, like, go find all the little secrets in the background if you really want to get that sweet, sweet lore, if you really want to get those bonus points.
Yeah, ball tickle.
Yeah, the ball tickle. Like, and that is really frustrating. That's actually really frustrating that they would gate things like that. And so all of the bosses drop this item called the Shadow Crystal. And it's called that because you can't see the crystal itself. You can only see its shadow. But they all drop Shadow Crystal shards. By the end of the full thing, we'll have all the shards and they can all go together into one crystal. And then that'll do something at some point in the later chapters. We don't know what. But that is gated behind some of the hardest bosses in anything ever. And that sucks. That really sucks. Like, they could have just given us, like, really broken weapons or something like that. No, you get a big piece of lore. You need a big helping of lore. If you want to get that big helping of lore, you gotta do this. That really sucks. Anyways, chapter 3 was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed my time with it. But I really, really cannot stop thinking about. It has been in my head since I played it, which was like a month, maybe 2 months ago. Chapter 4. Deltarune Chapter 4 cements Deltarune already. Like, if it ended here, it would already be cemented as one of the greatest RPGs of all time. Like, it would already be cemented at that because it is just that good. So, Chapter 4 takes place in a church. Like, the dark fountain, the dark world is made in a church. And they use that as a way to convey lore. This is the lore chapter. This is the Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2. This is the lore chapter of the two. And it really, really does as much as it can in the time that it has, which is like 4 hours. It just, how they do the lore explaining is the religion in this world is the Legend of the Deltarune. So like that, like opening animation, that's like it's like the Zelda, like the Zelda Wind Waker, like scroll where it's like, this is the story of the hero and that's the religion of the world. And so they have a church because that's what they worship. They worship this legend. And the way they do that is in a really like accurate to real faith way. And it's really, really interesting. It's really, really respectful in a lot of ways. Not fully, which I'll get into later, but it's really respectful to just faith as a whole at this point, and provides some really solid commentary about it, about the good things specifically, which is really awesome. But when you go into this world, you like interact with the legend, and the music just swells in this beautiful way. I probably opened this segment about Deltarune with what's the theme? Dark Sanctuary. Dark Sanctuary is one of the best themes I've ever heard in a game. It's just that good. And it just, like, the way it swells is just so beautifully. And there's just so many of these little scenes that are just incredible little scenes of character development, of meaning, especially the secret boss of this. So throughout Chapter 4, there's this character named Gerson Boom. They just refer to him as Old Man over and over again. They just call him Old Man. It's just this craggly old guy who's just wandering around the place. He's got this weird, like, bagpipe, like, this really, like, goofy, like, bagpipe theme that he's got, like, this, like, Cranky Kong vibe to him. And he's just this really old turtle. And you follow him around the place, and he acts like your guide because he does know the place really well. And you later learn that he was the old pastor. And the reason that he's here in the Dark World is because his ashes are held in the church, and so they just came back to life. So he's giving you, like, a guided tour. He's giving you hints about the legend, and then also he reveals that he's the Hammer of Justice, which is a part of the legend where there's this, like, I think it's like this warrior who trains the heroes, and he uses that, like, he shows us that fact by the secret boss fight, which is fighting him, the Hammer of Justice, as Susie specifically. So Susie, throughout the story of Deltarune, she's the other protagonist. So you play as Chris, which is the main protagonist, and then there's two others. There's Susie and there's Rousey. Susie is the school bully and starts the full game as someone who, like, literally wants to bite your head off, doesn't pay attention in school, like, when she, like, the first chance she gets to join the bad guys, she does, like, that's how she starts in Chapter 1, and then as the chapters go on, she grows as a person, and grows in understanding what it means to be good, and why you should be good, and, like, how to grow as a person and how to grow away from your past. And you really see that so much in Chapter 4, not just in the Hammer of Justice fight, but there's also this scene where you go into a room and you just interact with a piano, and then you get this full cutscene where she tells you a story about there was, like, a public piano in a park outside her window once, and she went and she started playing on it, and a bunch of people booed her away, and, like, told her, like, to leave, like, she's not supposed to be there. So she left, and then later that night, she went back and she smashed the piano because it just made her so angry. And, like, you're given multiple options of what to do. One of them is just hug her, and that's the correct option. And it's just so many little moments, so many little character moments like that. And then Hammer of Justice, your main goal is to impress him, and the more you impress him, the more he lowers his, the more he lowers his defenses, and you are able to attack him and cut off one of his hairs. That is all he asks you to do. And it is secret boss level hard, but the best way to impress him, the strongest way you can impress him, is by using Susie to heal yourself. Like, using a healing spell from Susie, which we already know is awful. It is a terrible healing spell. It does, like, 1. Like, it heals you 1 point. While most healing items heal you with, like, 70, her spell heals you, like, 1. But the more you use it in this fight, the stronger it gets until it gets to, like, 36, I think. Something around there. That feels right. And the most impression points come from doing that, and then that eventually leads to you cutting off that hair, and then you get the hammer as a weapon, and he, like, gives you some more lore drops, and he, like, encourages you, and the whole thing is just this really encouraging moment. Then the game keeps moving. You interact with a bunch of other really awesome things, like this boss fight that has, like, a full video essay about it called, what was it, Jackenstein, and he's like a jack-o'-lantern. really, really incredible boss fight. Really funny boss fight. And then after that, you go through more character moments that are really, really beautiful. You end up defeating a Titan, which is awesome. And then you get back home, and then it's hinted at what the next chapter is going to be, which is confirmed to be coming out in 2026, which is really, really exciting. And I will have a full review of it when that comes out, because I'm definitely playing that. And I'm playing through the whole thing. Now, what I did not like, I did not like the relaxed way they showed church. It's more like what the world wants from the church than what Scripture wants from the church. People go to church for the vibes. They're like welcomed for the vibes. Like you walk up to a bunch of NPCs and they're like, yeah, I don't actually believe this stuff, but the vibes are cool. And like, they're like welcomed for that. Like, yeah, hang out because the vibes are cool. Like, that's it. And like, the churchy girl, Noelle, I said all that great stuff about her as a character. Noelle and Susie have like a relationship going on. Like, they constantly flirt with each other, and in the legend it's hinted that they're probably going to be together, which that's strange way of doing it. Like, again, this church isn't supposed to be Christianity, even though it takes on a lot of the iconography, like a lot of the iconography of Christianity. This is not. This is Deltarune. This is the Church of Deltarune. Still, that feels like just a straight up like slap in the face to Christianity, because like, hey, yeah, we're doing Christianity, but we're doing our version of Christianity. We're doing the version that we like. And like that, I'm not a fan of that. It's not like insulting or anything, but it's just like, hey, don't mess with that. Like, if you need to make up your own religion for this world, you can do that. You don't have to take all the iconography of Christianity along with it. You don't have to base that religion around Christianity and then purposely twist it into what you want it to be. Just make it your own thing. Make it your own thing. Don't take us down with you. Like, that's not cool, yo. And then my other critique is one for the fandom, because they're really, really bad at digging into messaging and very bad at critiquing. It's so hard to find any sort of solid writing on this game. It's very hard to find any people who want to talk deep about the messaging of the game. Everyone just wants to talk about the lore. Everyone just wants to talk about how funny the characters are. That's really frustrating, because there's some really deep stuff going on that I really want to talk about, but other people don't want to talk about that. And that's lame, and I don't like that. Yeah. Spiritual stuff, I got two things. First off, Gerson Boom. Strength and weakness. I already explained all that, but the verse I have alongside it, we got 2 Corinthians 12, 7 through 10. So to keep me from becoming conceited because of the surpassing greatness of the revelations, a thorn was given me in the flesh, a messenger of Satan to harass me, to keep me from becoming conceited. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord about this, that it should leave me, but he said to me, my grace is sufficient to you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. For the sake of Christ, then, I am content with weakness, insult, hardship, persecution, and calamity. For when I am weak, I am strong. And the other one is strength is when you share the load, because a big part of chapter 4 is working together and fellowshipping and working, like, not depending on your own solo strength, but on the strength of everybody. 1 Thessalonians 5:14, we urge you, brothers, admonish the idle, encourage the faint-hearted, help the weak, be patient with them all. Okay, Christian, you can unplug your ears.
Let's go.
Okay, so you got another game to talk about.
Okay.
Tell us about your other game.
I played Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Why?
Because it was just sitting on my shelf, and I've had it for years, and I never played it. I guess I didn't realize it was an action RPG for some reason, or that didn't click with me. I knew it was, but it didn't click with me. It was probably one of the best games I've ever played. I watched the intro and immediately thought that. The combat's insanely smooth. I got hooked into the FF7 lore, like, right off the bat. Character interactions are crazy. Like, they added so much from the original. Like, I know, like, what all is new and what all was from the original. And they added so much. They fleshed out the entire first disc, which is 3 hours long, into a 50-plus hour game. And it is probably the best intro ever. Like, it's awesome. Like, it makes the first disc the blandest disc of the original game, or like the shortest disc, the best, like, 50 hours. Like, so I've heard some people even say that it's better than Rebirth.
I think I've heard that too. Or like I assumed it by the fact that nobody was really talking about Rebirth.
Everybody talked about Rebirth when it came out.
But like it wasn't talked about during like Game of the Year season.
You gotta also think of, like, it was nominated.
It was nominated, but nobody was really like.
You gotta think about it though. It's not called Final Fantasy Remake. It's called Rebirth. I feel like Final Fantasy Remake is like a bigger, like, widespread title. Like, people look at that and they go, "Oh my gosh, it's a remake of Final Fantasy VII." And everybody looks at this and is like, "Well, is this like some kind of add-on, or like for the people that don't know?"
It's like how Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake that just came out like a few days ago is called Metal Gear Solid Delta. Like,
yeah.
Okay, what's that? Like, what? Why should I care about Delta?
I don't know. But yeah, like, the first game is literally called Final Fantasy VII Remake.
That, like, begs so much conversation just from the name.
Yes.
So what's your experience with the original?
I looked it up. I know.
Just to be clear, my experience with the original is I almost got to the end of disc 1. Then I traded in the console I was playing it on.
You want to tell us what that console was?
A PS1 Classic.
Very good.
It was a PS1 Classic. It was a paperweight. Yeah.
So yeah, we could run through the entire game.
You don't have to run through the entire game. You can do the highlights, but
I mean, one of the highlights is probably the intro with the reactor, where you blow up the first reactor. Yeah. It's like very heavily cinematic. And yeah, the boss fight's pretty sick. It shows you all the, like, the staggering and everything, like all the mechanics. Did you get that far?
Yeah, I did that. That was like the beginning of the game. So, like, yeah.
Yeah, it shows you how to stagger. It shows you, like, elemental weaknesses. It shows you how to do, like, switch characters. So you get to play as, if I remember correctly, you only get to play as Barrett and Cloud. But yeah, you get to fight the first boss, and then you get to you blow that up, and then you escape. And you go down to the first hub, which is Sector 7. That's pretty sick. Like, to walk around and explore. Like, there's a lot. And something that really stood out to me when I first started playing was, like, the dialogue, like the background dialogue. Like, you know how much, like, people talk in the background and how it's actually, like, dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really, like, realistic. It's immersive.
Mm-hmm. And it also fills you in on a lot of stuff going on, too. It
does. You can do that, and it sticks like that throughout the entire game.
Yeah. Does it do that in Rebirth, too?
Yeah. I'm not that far in Rebirth, but I'm going to get back in, lock back in. Yeah, so that one, and then you go to 7th Heaven. You meet Barrett's kid, and you meet Tifa, and you get your own room and stuff.
It's pretty great.
So that was pretty cool.
You're next door to Tifa.
Yeah, you are.
Which I want to just, like, call out one thing, because I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Remake right now. There's one thing I want to call out about Tifa real quick: the camera angles. There have been a few times where she's talking and you can only see half her face. Like, it's like a perspective shot where it's like looking at her because she's the one talking, but you can only see half her face because the camera's focused on something else.
That's what they did with Jessie too, though.
Well, with Jessie, it's a little less. Like, they do that a little less, but I feel like every single time I see Tifa, they do that. It's just like, come on.
You get that in the entire game, Henry.
I know. And, like, it's really frustrating because, like, she's probably a really well-written character, a really interesting character. But, like, The game doesn't want you to focus on who she is as a character.
It's worse. It gets worse, trust me.
It gets worse? Oh, no. Okay, yeah, anyways, keep talking. Again, you don't have to go through every single point, but...
I'm not going to.
Okay.
But yeah, that Sector 7 is pretty fun. And then you go, another thing that stood out to me was the first bike chase scene, like, where you got to do, like, the motorcycle thing. And I was like, this game's gonna do this? Like, really? Like, it had a whole fleshed it out. Like, it has so many random things that you wouldn't expect for it to be fleshed out, like, but it really is. Like, some mini games you only do, like, one time in the entire story, but they're, like, super fleshed out. Like, the bike one you do twice, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, super fleshed out. The squatting minigame, bro. That's like farther in the game, but the squatting minigame, bro, is super fleshed out.
Okay.
And the freaking music is sick. Get to talk to really weird buff dudes that like Cloud, I think. But no, that's way farther in. But yeah, the Jesse motorcycle thing. Did you get the secret ending if you get like a perfect score in that?
I did not get a perfect score, so no.
I did not either.
But you showed me what the secret ending was.
Yes.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Oh yeah, and then they also introduced a new soldier character.
Speed Demon?
That bike dude. Yeah, Speed Demon. And you get to fight him on the bike, and then about an hour later, you get to fight him on foot, and it's like a sick bike. Like, he goes freaking insane.
That's really exciting.
He's coming up.
All right. What else we got?
The first part of the game kind of blends together a lot after you play the entire game. So, I'm trying to think. I did reactor the second reactor, and I fell into the church and everything. And keep in mind, this is like 15 hours into the game.
Oh my goodness.
When you fall into the church.
Yeah. So the segment you just talked on, they stretch out to like 10 hours. In the original, it was like 30 minutes. Like, you don't actually get to see Sector 7 that much. It doesn't have the bike scene. Like, it's a lot shorter in the original. Anyways.
Yeah, so you fall through the church, you meet Aerith.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you meet Aerith and stuff, and yeah, she, like, comes with you to Sector 7, and oh no, you see Tifa getting kidnapped. Gotta go to the shady place. Like, I don't remember what it's called. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. How did you
get to go to the market.
The cross-dressing quest.
I'm not to that yet. You get this lady to give you this lady gives you a very suggestive massage at one point, okay. And that happens. Also, the squatting minigame happens. Cloud dances with some dude on the stage, and I failed it.
Good job.
And so I missed the achievement. But yeah, you cross-dress, you sneak into the guy. Okay, so this guy's like the guy that's like in charge of the market street is like a really weird creep. It gets really weird, like really fast. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but it gets really, really kinky really fast, and I hate it.
Yeah, that guy's weird.
It's freaking weird, and you have to talk to him twice.
Yeah,
and then you get the sewer. You get dumped in a sewer. That's pretty fun. You fight a boss, and then I don't know. After that, Sector 7 pretty much like blows up. Everybody dies.
Yeah, everybody.
So
yeah, like actually everybody though.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah, you pretty much after that, it's like the path to Shinra headquarters. Aerith gets kidnapped. Then you're in Shinra headquarters at some point. There's a lot of extra things you go in between, but Shinra headquarters, that whole section is crazy good. Like the parkour section inside with Tifa, where you like go through you do a bunch of parkour to get the buttons pressed to open the doors and stuff. There's a lot of cool puzzles in there. And then you go through the building, there's a bunch of stuff in the building. You meet Professor Hojo and stuff, that's pretty cool. Yeah. He locks you in a bunch of rooms, fight a bunch of dogs and stuff. You save Aerith, you meet this weird dog.
Oh, Red 13!
Yeah, you meet Red 13. Sephiroth throws you off a freaking bridge. You fight this really creepy, like, thing at the end, like, that looks like the president for some reason. And then he, like, turns into this weird, creepy thing. Oh, yeah, and then you get this sick boss fight with, like, the admin of, like, Shinra. And he, like, every time you touch him, he, like, counters you and shoots you in the face. And he has a dog that you have to kill first before you can kill him, and it's really fun. And then you get the awesome escape sequence.
Yeah.
Where you follow Sephiroth, and it's like the most awesome 30 minutes ever. With boss fights and everything. It's like really long compared to the other one. And then you get to this weird barrier thing, and Sephiroth goes in there and says, "Come on, guys, you gotta follow me." And then they weren't supposed to, I guess, so it breaks fate, and you have to fight like time itself. And then spoilers, you fight Sephiroth, and Cloud kills him, and then time resets Sephiroth, like, and makes him come back to life. And then that's the end of it. It ends with Zack running around, like, outside with Cloud, like, in his arms. And that's how the game ends. Yeah. And Rebirth starts with you running around as Zack for like 5 minutes.
Oh, that's weird. So if anyone was wondering in the Discord, oh wait, we didn't even announce this yet, like what the next monthly is. Next monthly is Crisis Core, just so you guys know.
It's Crisis Core.
This is why.
I love me Crisis Core.
Yes, you do. Oh yeah.
Zack is my favorite character.
Yes, he is.
But yeah, the game's like, it's like one of my first action RPGs. That I've actually like played, and I think it was like a good place to start.
Yeah, that's a very good place to start, especially if.
And it got me into Final Fantasy, so.
Yes, it did. Amen to that.
So I'm planning on playing 16 and 15.
Yeah, those ones.
Also, I might dabble in 7 at some point.
Yeah. All right. At least you're.
Also, maybe 8.
Okay.
Probably 8.
Okay. Cool. At least you're not
maybe Kingdom Hearts.
You're freaking kidding, bro. You're joking.
At some point.
At some point? Oh my goodness. Okay.
Not my body is not Reggie yet.
Your body's not Reggie yet, but it will be eventually.
Maybe for Dream Drop Distance, bro.
Ew, why Dream Drop Distance?
Just kidding, I'm kidding.
Bro? Okay.
Kidding, not Dream Drop Distance, bro. It's Kingdom Hearts 3, though.
You seem like a recoded person.
I'm probably gonna play it on. I'm probably just gonna buy the collection that I gave you.
Yeah, that's your best bet. Yeah.
I ain't asking for that garbage back, bro.
No.
Huh?
I'm planning to play that.
I said I ain't asking for that garbage back, bro.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying I am. All right.
Bro, I'm not taking Dream Drop Distance away from you, bro.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
The only one I'm not playing is I'm not playing 38 by 2, bro.
358 days over 2.
Yeah, 358 by 2, bro. I'm not playing that.
Why?
Bad. I've played it.
Oh, okay, fine. That one is actually.
I owned it.
It's purposely bad, though, is the thing.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It's for lore reasons. Okay, can we take a quick break real quick, and then we'll be right back with the last segment?
Yes.
Okay. We'll be right back. The last segment. It's the last one. You ready for this? Are you ready for this?
I guess.
Mario Kart World. I got a Switch 2. And I got Mario Kart World. And it's miraculous that this happened. I am very thankful for this. Because you guys get to have commentary on Mario Kart World. The problem with that, though, is like it's probably going to be the same thing that you're going to hear from everyone else. I'm sorry. It's just there's not much to say about this game. I'm going to try and milk this, though. So bear with me. So Mario Kart World, Mario Kart 9, a.k.a., is the newest Mario Kart game. It launched with the Switch 2 this year over the summer at $80, which we'll get into later. It launched at $80 standalone. Or, you could get the $500 pack. And then it's...
What a deal!
Yeah, and then it's only like... I forgot the number.
$1,000 instead.
What?
$5,000 instead of $5,005.
Yeah, exactly. You can either drop $500 for the pack where you get Switch 2 and a digital copy of Mario Kart World, or you can pay an extra $30 so you can get the box. With
the game key.
Only it's not a game key. It is on the actual cartridge. The people who say everything's on game keys did not do their research, but also understand
a lot of things are.
What?
A lot of things are game keys, though.
Yeah, but all the Nintendo first-party stuff is not. But the thing is, Nintendo... So this is just a rant that I've heard all over the place. From former PR people and current PR people, Nintendo sucks at PR. Like, the reason everyone freaked out about game key cards, and the reason everyone freaked out about the price, and the reason everyone freaked out about this, that, and whatever, is Nintendo is terrible at PR and does not know how to explain things to people. When they announced the price of Mario Kart World was $80, everyone immediately was spreading around the rumor that everything is $80. That's not true. Everything is not $80. Mario Kart World is $80, and that's it, which we're going to get into that. That's actually not a great thing. And then,
but bro is acting like it was.
Then they were spreading around. Well, they mentioned the game key card thing, and then people started spreading around, oh, everything's on game key cards. That's not true. Not everything is on game key cards. A lot of things are not key cards. It's just Nintendo, again, is really, really bad at PR and didn't tell anyone that. They sent out that list of all the games that aren't going to work or have performance issues on Switch 2. And people thought, oh, most of my Switch 1 library is not going to work. Nintendo did not answer them. Only for us to find out that actually a lot of games have secret enhancements, which is really interesting. But, you know,
I don't know why.
Nintendo didn't say anything about it. So, because, again, they suck at PR. They are really, really bad at PR. Because they like to be all secretive and, like, mysterious, which does not work all the time. Nintendo, be honest and answer questions, please. Please. And you won't have as much backlash. You won't have as much, if you're honest. Okay. Anyways, Mario Kart World. That's what we're talking about. Not the Switch 2 overall. Which the Switch 2 overall, it's a very good console. I really enjoy it. It's a bigger Switch 1 that is more powerful. It's really cool. Mario Kart World specifically is what we're talking about. I'm going to go over, just like we did all the other games in this episode, good, bad, spiritual.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
The good, the bad, not ugly. The good, the bad, and the holy. That sounds cringe. I'm not going to
Can I tell you my thoughts about the game first?
Absolutely, go for it.
I just want to do 3 laps, bro.
I just want to do 3 laps. We all do.
Like, I love the locations, but
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm not going to the locations, bro. I'm just freaking driving to the locations, and I never get there. Or it's like,
yeah.
Did it happen already? Oh, yep, you already passed it.
Uh-huh. Or like, you do the 2 laps beforehand, and then you get to the 3rd one, and you're like, oh, wait, this is the actual course. Oh, it's already over. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Like, and like...
What the fleek?
What the fleek? It's really annoying. Which, like, it's made more annoying by the fact that some of the tracks you have to do multiple laps on, and so they, like, make it so there's more than 3 laps just so you can do those those tracks properly.
Yeah, and it's really stupid.
It's like they decided last minute on the only 3 laps thing.
I'm also not a fan of the roster.
Of tracks?
Like, well, not the track roster. Like, I think the track roster is great if I could actually freaking play it.
Uh-huh.
But, no, I mean, like, the character roster.
Really?
Why is there literally everything?
I think that's a great thing. I really love that. I love having every option available. I like playing as Nabbit. He's pretty fun. He's just a silly little guy. But yeah, I like
I want to play as the freaking Scuttlebug, bro.
The what?
I don't know, whatever the frick's on there.
Sidestepper?
Sidestepper.
The Moo, the Chargin' Chuck. Like
the Sidestepper, bro.
Sidestep. Yeah, because it's funny.
That's pushing it.
That's funny, dude. That's funny, though.
It's pushing it.
There's someone on my floor who I was playing Mario Kart World with, and he was like, hey, I've played this several times with my friends back home. I always go with the weird ostrich thing with the really long neck. I was like, what the heck, bro? But, like, he thinks that's really funny, and he really enjoys playing as the weird ostrich thing with the really long neck. And that's totally fine. You know what was one of the sellers, my mom and my sister, for this game?
What?
Moo Moo. Like, being able to play as Moo Moo. Like, they love that.
That's a good one. That's a good pick, but freaking Sidestepper is what crosses the line, bro.
It's funny. It's really
Sidestepper across the
funny.
freaking line, bro.
I love Sidestepper. He looks so stupid doing everything because he's doing everything with his feet. It's amazing. I'll start with the good. Dude, your PC just keeps going off.
Really?
Uh-huh. I can hear like all the like update noises and stuff.
Well, that's my bad.
Yeah.
Because Windows is being stupid right now.
Mute your PC. Wait, no, don't mute your PC because that mutes
I
me.
can't. There's nothing I can do about it.
Can't you turn off those notifications?
Not the Windows update ones, because it keeps asking me to update Windows. And I'm saying no every single time.
And it just does that like every 5 minutes?
Yep.
Actually?
Yep.
That's gonna do so much to the... Oh my goodness. Are you sure there's no way to turn that off? I swear I turned that off on mine. I swear I like muted it. Like I figured out how to mute it.
It's probably not that distracting.
It is. It's really loud. Yeah. Okay, wait. Go to settings, go to system, go to sound, app volume, and just crank down system sounds.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, just crank system sounds down.
I got it.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. So the good of Mario Kart World, I have a decent list here, and I want to start with what we're going to get into, which is just the conversation around Mario Kart World. It has and this isn't me saying it's a 7 out of 10 game. This is just me saying like it's got the vibes of a 7 out of 10 in like actually no, it probably is a 7 out of 10 game if I'm being honest. Like the thing that makes 7 out of 10 games fun is like every conversation about it is completely different and everyone has a different thing to say about it. Like that's what makes 7 out of 10 games fun is you can have like interesting conversations about it that aren't just like, yeah, it's good. Like I heard once that like it's hard to have a conversation about Uncharted 4 because it's a 10 out of 10. It's really good. That's as far as the conversation goes. It's just like, yeah, that was really good. I don't really have anything more to say about it. It's really good. Like, but with 7 out of 10s, it's like, oh no, there's a lot more nuance to what you can say. And I really love that about Mario Kart World. Like, everyone has something completely...
You love that about 7 out of 10.
What?
I said you love that about 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I love that about 7 out of 10s because everyone has a different thing to say about it, and that's really awesome. So yeah, Mario Kart World's a 7 out of 10.
I agree.
It is. It is a 7 out of 10, which is not a bad thing. That is better than... Like, that's it on the good side of a percentage scale. But, like, it's got a lot of flaws. But it's really interesting to talk about and think about. So, I'll start with one of the things I love, which is it has some of the most original takes of tracks and just some of the best tracks in general. I'm going to go over some of my favorites real quick. I'm going to pull out my Switch, too, to get the names right. Because last recording, I just said, oh, that one that's, like, the one with the one thing. Like... No, I want to give names. I loved... Wait, let me look at this. Wario Shipyard. Wario Shipyard is great.
Wario Shipyard is heat.
Wario Shipyard is heat, which it was already heat. Like, let's be honest, it already was. In both versions of it. Both the Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 7 versions, it was already heat. Peach Beach is amazing. Like, it starts out as, like, the base Peach Beach that, you know, where it's like, you go... down onto the beach and then you ride around on the beach and then you go back up and there's like the castle in the background and it's that for the first lap, and then the second lap you go up in onto the castle property and then you circle it, and then the third lap you go even higher up in the castle all the way to the top and then you glide down from the top and then you get
one that I wish I could have played because it seems sick.
Yeah, I want to play that one with you at some point. Because that one is just so awesome. I did not enjoy Boo Cinema as much as other people did. I think, like, the spectacle of the first time you do it is pretty fun, but other than that, it's just fine. So I don't really actually have much to say about that one. Mario Circuit, best way they could have done Mario Circuit. Basically, it looks like the original Super Nintendo one, but you go around the first time, and when you go around the second time, it changes, like it's a completely different track. And you go around the third time, and it's, again, a completely different track. And it's made to feel like just a regular go-kart track, but then also, like, a throwback to just the legacy of Mario Kart from all the way back from the Super Nintendo. And then also, DK Spaceport. DK Spaceport is just...
DK Spaceport is sick.
DK Spaceport's so sick because DK Spaceport is a space station themed around OG Donkey Kong, arcade Donkey Kong.
But is it Mario Kart 8? No, that's
it really is not. But it is really cool though. I really, really enjoy DK Spaceport just for the theming alone. But the course itself is also really good because it forces you to interact with all the parkour elements, like the rail grinding and the wall driving and stuff like that. It forces you to interact with those things, and I really, really enjoy that it does that. And then we already touched on the character options. I really love the character options. I think it's really great. The costumes, oh my god, there's some heaters in the costumes. Waluigi specifically. I know everyone.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I know everyone, including me, will not shut up about Waluigi's costumes in this game. But what else am I supposed to say when we get confirmation of Waluigi Taco Stand? What else am I supposed to say when we get Wampire? What am I supposed to do there? Mario's costumes, also heaters. The Luigi and Daisy having matching costumes, that's pretty great. Really enjoy that. Yoshi, but he really needs the money, so he's working at McDonald's. That's pretty great. I want to play as college dropout Yoshi. Bowser Jr., but he's dressed as that one kid from Up. Amazing. I love it so much.
Oh.
Uh-huh. I love the costumes. I think they're amazing. I really,
they're cool.
Really love them. What?
They're cool, and you get the freaking bag, and you get to unlock all the costumes.
Yeah, you get the Wendy's Biggie bag, and it gives you more costumes. It's great. I really enjoyed seeing all the costumes and discovering all the costumes. That was really, really fun. I really like the character options. This is my original thing. This is the point where I'm already this way with the tracks. Everyone who plays this game has a different opinion on what their favorite tracks are. Everyone has a different opinion on what their favorite characters are. Everyone has a different opinion about the open world, about the free roam. I'm on the side that I really enjoy it. I really like the open world. I think it's really fun to play in the background while you're watching a show. Literally earlier today when I was waiting for Christian to be ready to record, I was playing free roam while I was watching One Piece. I just had One Piece on my monitor, and I was just sitting back on my bed, and I was just playing free roam. And it was amazing. It felt right to play it that way. People walked in and out of the room and had conversations with me, and I was just sitting there on free roam. That's what free roam's for, baby. I really enjoyed it. It's that same thing of when you're playing Minecraft with your friends and it eventually turns into you guys just doing tree parkour and having deep conversations. It's like that. Rainbow Road, I don't think it's the best Rainbow Road like everyone else does.
You're not crazy about it?
I'm not crazy about it. I'm not. Everyone else was dude, this is incredible. You're gonna freak out about this. This is gonna make you think this is the best thing Mario Kart has ever done. And I played it and I was that was kind of underwhelming. You guys hyped it up a little too much. It was hyped up a little too much. And so when I got to it, I was
I want to play it so I can give you my thoughts.
Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts about it. I want to hear what you have to say. I want to hear what you have to say about that and the free roam and a bunch of other stuff that you haven't seen yet. But Rainbow Road, I'm not crazy about it. I think it's pretty cool. It's not 3DS Rainbow Road. It's not.
Nothing will top Mario Kart 7.
Nothing will
at its
Mario
peak.
Kart 7. Mario Kart 7's peak is Rainbow Road. Mario Kart 7's Rainbow Road is so good. The driving in this game feels really good.
Not as good as Mario Kart 8.
Not as good as Mario Kart 8.
I don't know why.
I don't know why, but the things that they add to the driving, again, this is you either love it or you don't thing about Mario Kart World, because Mario Kart World is a lot of big swings and a bunch of big advancements that you're gonna love some things and you're gonna really hate other things. But that's what makes it really interesting, is seeing what you love about it and what you don't, and what someone else loves about it and what someone else doesn't. I think the driving feels really, really solid. I really like all
I think
the
it
things
feels
they
solid
added.
too. I don't have a problem with it, but I think Mario Kart 8 feels better.
Same.
I don't know if that's because I've been playing Mario Kart 8 for 12 years.
12 years. Yeah. Mario Kart 8 still feels really, really solid. Like, they really locked in with Mario Kart 8. But Mario Kart World, like, I don't know. It's not just the parkour. The parkour feels really fun. Like, I do really enjoy the parkour. I think it's really funny that, like, one of the most quoted things on TikTok about Mario Kart World is driving on the road part of the meta anymore? Like, is the meta not driving on the road in Mario Kart World? I love that. I think that's so funny.
I want to see what the speedrunning is going to look like.
Oh, just look it up, dude. It's insane. The speedrunning's so cool and is the only reason I don't play online. But yeah, the parkouring feels really good, but then also the changes they made to drifting feel really solid once you figure them out. Almost Ridge Racer-esque, which is really interesting. I don't know. I really enjoy it. Now the things that I don't enjoy. This is okay if you enjoy it. That's the interesting part about Mario Kart World, but these are
Like
things...
with me, if I'm only with my opinions. I'm right and you're wrong. Yeah. I just want you guys to know that.
Yeah, I'm right. This is the correct opinion. Okay, this is the only correct opinion. No, that's not. So I want to talk about the tracks I don't like. I want to do that first. There's some really boring tracks here. There's some really bad tracks. There's just some straight up bad tracks. The main one I want to talk about is the one that I feel like everyone's called out as like pretty bad. And that's this game's Choco Mountain. Oh boy.
I didn't try it.
Oh, they just really butchered Choco Mountain. So the thing about Choco Mountain is Choco Mountain in the original... Well, in Mario Kart 64, is that where it originated? 64? I think it did. It's like this mysterious, like silent...
No, bro, Choco Mountain is in Super Mario Kart, bro.
No, wait, for real?
Yes.
Oh, I'm thinking about the version we know, though. The 3D version of it, where it's like the actual mountains, and they look like chocolate cake. Like...
Dude, it literally looks like turds in the first game.
It does. It does look like turds. But, like... 64 and on, Choco Mountain is adapted as like this like mysterious, misty mountaintop area, and it's really intriguing and really cool. They said screw it, and they made a mud track that has monster truck stuff everywhere and literally says monster trucks in like big words around the place, and the whole thing is designed to look like a giant monster truck, and there's charging chucks everywhere. And it looks like something out of Cars, and like what? That's not Choco Mountain, man. Is
it a cool track? Are you just mad because it's not Choco Mountain?
It's a cool track. If it had a different name, I'd probably love it. Well, I probably think it's just fine. It's actually just a fine track. But like the fact it has Choco Mountain attached to it, that's not Choco Mountain, man. I'm sorry. That's not.
Is there any tracks that you're like, oh my gosh, this is absolutely atrocious?
Well, okay. The ones that I completely forgot. I feel like that's the ones that are atrocious. I don't like the fact that there's 2 separate tracks for Peach Stadium and 2 separate tracks for Crown City. I think that's really stupid. Like, Crown City, there's the ground, and then there's the tops of the buildings, and they're 2 separate tracks and 2 separate cups. That's stupid. Peach Stadium, it's the same thing. It's like one of them is... you're on the ground at the train station. The other one is you're up in the castle. That's dumb. Just make it 1 track. Just make it 1 track. You didn't have to do that. You're just doing that to make you're just doing that to save time and fill in spaces on the cups. Like it's dumb. I don't like that. And I don't know. There's no like atrocious tracks. There's just ones that are just disappointing that I just kind of slog through. Like, there's no, like, oh, I hate this track so much. Like, they're all fine. It's just, some of them just don't really hit like the others. Some of them are just kind of really boring. Some of them I full-on forgot were in this game. What was it? Dandelion Depths, Dry Bone Burnout, Salty Speedway, which, by the way, these tracks have some of the best areas for the free roam. The tracks themselves, I completely forgot existed. Like, they're really interesting free roam areas, but really forgettable tracks. And that's really lame.
Dude, how are they going to bring back tracks? And oh yeah, also they didn't bring back any tracks.
No, they brought back a lot of tracks. It's just,
Yeah.
how are they gonna do DLC? Because
Also, what I'm just thinking next Mario game, how are they gonna bring back? They can't just bring it back because it's like, oh, remember that one route that I took that one time to get up to, the course.
yeah,
Since
remember
3 laps don't exist.
3 laps don't exist. I just I don't know. I feel like we've already killed the 3 laps don't exist conversation. But just to say it one more time, there's no 3 laps. Like it's dumb. It is dumb. Yeah, battle mode, it's dumb. Battle mode is really stripped down. We're back to how it was on Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U, which is really bad. And
Why?
what?
I said why?
Why would we do this again? If you didn't know, Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, how the battle mode was done is it was just straight up. They took the tracks and made it so you can go backwards on them, and that's the battle mode courses. So bad. And it was.
And they did it again.
They did it again after Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's battle mode, which was incredible. Like the best battle mode we've had.
They literally could have just done, I don't know, a floating thing in the sky of like the island, and they could have done like random like shapes.
Yeah.
In the sky above the island, and it would have played better than this.
Yeah. Like, they cooked so hard with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's battle mode. What?
Dude, they got really good. They got really good arenas.
They got really good arenas. They got like a million different battle modes.
Did they bring back Twilight House? I can't remember.
I think they did. If they didn't, the tracks they had were pretty amazing. They had Luigi's Mansion as a battle mode track.
Yeah,
that's
they
what
did.
It was. And that was awesome.
Twilight House was really fun too. That's on the 3DS stuff.
Yeah, that one's really solid. That one's also on DS.
Yeah, that's where it came from.
Yeah, that one's really solid. But yeah, the battle mode on this is really awful. And then the final point I want to make with the badness is $80. I said I was going to talk about this, but $80. This is not a very $80 game at all. Like,
am I going to pay $80? Probably.
It took me like an hour at most to play all the tracks and unlock Special Cup, which at the end of Special Cup, you get the credits. Like, that is the end of the main game. That is not $80. What?
How's the free roam?
How's the free roam? It's good. It's just not $80. I don't know. This game frustrates me a lot. But also, I like talking about it. It's good for me to talk about it. I don't want to just let this float around because there are a lot of positive things, as I listed. There's a lot of really good things about this game, but there's a lot of really crappy things about this game. It's a 7 out of 10 Mario Kart. It's not going to be in your top 5. Don't get a Switch 2 yet, unless you want to play Donkey Kong, which that's valid because Donkey Kong Bonanza is really, really good. I played like 3 hours of it over at my brother's house. It's amazing. But outside of Donkey Kong Bonanza, you have like no reason to get a Switch 2. Like,
I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah, don't be in a hurry. Wait for ZA. Wait for Metroid Prime 4. Wait for, what else was there? Kirby Air Riders.
You're having a Pokemon announcement tomorrow.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What else is there to announce? Like, I feel like they've been really open about ZA.
New Megas.
Oh, okay.
Mega Halucha. Mega Machamp.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I really want to play ZA, but I also told Charlie this, like, this should not be the Pokemon game I play because I'm going to love it and then I'm not going to get anything like it.
It's Kalos.
Yeah, but...
You love Kalos.
But I'm going to love ZA and I'm going to want more that's like that, and people are going to be like, too bad, that's not what Pokemon games play like. And I'll be like, dang it! And I won't want to play anything else.
I want to play Arceus really bad still.
I also want to play Arceus really bad.
Dude, download. I'm still swearing by. You need to. You got 2 options. If you want to play a fan game, play Unbound, and if you want to play a real one, play Omega Ruby.
I know. Oh shoot! Wait, there's a whole part of this game that I forgot to talk about. I'm gonna talk about that real quick. Knockout Tour. It's great. It's awesome.
Yeah, Knockout Tour is fun.
Knockout Tour is awesome.
That should be the only time that they do random routes like that, though.
Yes, it should. But that's because it's just so it's just so well done with Knockout Tour. Knockout Tour is great. I really like Knockout Tour a lot. Knockout Tour just...
That was actually the first thing we played.
Yeah, it scratches that Battle Royale itch that, like, Fortnite no longer does. So I love it. It's great. I really love it. Okay.
Bye-bye.
No, I gotta squeeze something spiritual out of this. So I'm gonna try my best. It's just like any other Mario Kart. It's a great game for bringing people together and for having just a good community atmosphere.
A church.
A church, not a church, but like
Church of Mario Kart.
the church of Mario Kart. I wish this was a normally named episode. I would have named it the Church of Mario Kart. Yeah.
Just do Pilot, the Church of Mario Kart.
Pilot, the Church of Mario Kart. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna put what we played over the summer. But oh my gosh, yeah, it's a good game for a community. Like I said, like guys have been just like walking into my dorm to play Mario Kart World sometimes. It's great. If I was in a youth group right now, I would probably bring this to the next youth group event. And I have a note here that says, if you are a pastor listening to this, or a youth pastor listening to this, and you're willing to drop $530, probably more because of tariffs, this is a pretty good choice for like a thing to play at a youth group event. Like this is a good choice. It would not be a wrong choice.
But is it as good as Mortal Kombat 11?
I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, I think it's time to wrap up. Thank you so much for listening to all this. I don't have the outro written out yet, so I'm going to do this from memory and hope that I get everything. Join our Patreon. We don't make any money off of this. And we'd like to play more new stuff like Mario Kart World. And we'd like to have more interesting conversations about that new stuff so we can keep up with what's going on. And we're in college. We don't have money. So if you want us to have more of those new conversations, or if you want us to get better equipment or better software or something like that, just fund our Patreon. It's nice and easy. It's $3 a month, and you get access to all of Season 1. You get access to our live reactions to the Switch 2 Reveal Direct, and then you also get access to our audio commentary of Season 1, Episode 1, which is a really fun time. We really enjoyed putting that together. It was a lot of fun and really like solidified the fact that we needed to get rid of Season 1. Re-listening to that was a trip. But if you want to go check that out, it's $3 to subscribe to the Patreon. Buy our merch. That's another way you can fund us. We have merch on Redbubble. I worked kind of hard on some of the designs. Some of them not so much.
Is Jeff Keighley shirt still up?
Jeff Keighley's, it is still very much up. And hey, Gamescom just happened. In just a few months, Game of the Year. Just like 3 months, Game of the Year. So if you want to be extra ready, extra prepared, you can buy your Jeff Keighley fan club t-shirts or any other memorabilia that has the Jeff Keighley fan club logo on it.
Someone buy that.
Someone did buy that. Someone really did buy that. Someone in the Discord, joined the Discord. Please join the Discord. I love our Discord currently. It's a really positive place. Join the Discord. Have some conversations with us. We'd love to. We really would love to have some conversations with you. Whether that's about video games or just digging deep, being honest about spirituality, just talking about God.
If you want to talk to me, call me out because I have so many Discord notifications that I barely check it.
This is true. This is very true.
So if you want to speak to me, call me out.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be mad.
I won't be mad. Yeah, so please join the Discord. Credit to the team. We got Rylan Anderson. He's the guy that makes the show art, and he's our producer. So shout out to him. Shout out to Colton, who is our content advisor. So he's the guy who we run all of our ideas through. He's the guy who makes sure we're not doing stupid things.
Yes. Shout out to R. Snyder for
shout out
music,
to R. Snyder
for all of our soundtracks and music,
mm-hmm.
and potentially maybe a trailer at some point.
Oh yeah. Yes, we need to get on that. We really do. I have a script written out for a trailer. We just need to do it.
And check him out on all the streaming platforms. That it's R.Snyder, SINIDER.
Yeah. Are there any specific tracks or albums of his that you'd recommend?
What about you?
Me?
Yes.
I'll probably go with the same answer that you will, which is the Sunsets album.
Yes.
Yeah. Which our outro theme is the title track of that album. But overall, that's just a really solid album. It was like his goodbye album to his hometown. It was really solid. It was a really, really solid album. Some of his best work, and he is a very talented person.
Yes, he is a very talented man. He's going to Berklee School of Music, so...
Heck yeah, he is. So, yeah.
Hopefully, we push him forward, and he'll push us forward.
Yeah.
So make sure to go support him on those platforms.
Yeah, go support him on every platform that you can find him on. That's R.Snyder. We'll also link him in the show notes. Last but not least, remember to have the courage to stand up for the faith, the wisdom to speak God's word, and the power to live for the Lord in everything we do. Because just by listening, you're furthering that goal we set out to reach. Christian, what's our next episode going to be? Just so they know.
Don't we have a schedule? Don't we already have this recorded?
Not including the secret project we're working on that will probably release a few days after this one. Our actual second episode. Do you remember what it is?
No, but it's already recorded.
No, it's not.
Oh, it isn't?
It is not. It is us finally putting to rest, after a fourth time through this conversation.
Is it demonic?
Is demonic. Finally putting it to rest. And this way, we're not condemning anyone. We're not condemning any games. I think you guys will really enjoy what we have to say about it.
Are we gonna do the same game? Are we doing the same games?
No, we're not gonna call out any games. Well, okay, we'll use our own conviction as example for... I don't want to spoil the whole episode here. I'll just explain it after this recording. Get excited for that. I think we've grown enough to be able to
not be stupid.
Yeah, more confidently have this conversation while also being really humble about it.
Oh yeah, one more thing to mention. We also just appeared on a podcast.
Yes, we have appeared on 2 podcasts.
Yeah, 2 podcasts.
I was on Younger Older with Dave Wager, shouting out the show. And then we were both on, which this hasn't come out yet, but it will come out very soon.
It will be out soon, I think.
It probably
We
will.
recorded 2 episodes with them.
2 episodes of the podcast Biblical Soul Care. So
one of them is my testimony, and then the other one is just a generalized, we talk about the importance of youth groups.
Mm-hmm. And just shouting out the show
basically.
In general. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, go check that out. Go check out both of those podcasts too. Those are both very solid resources. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.